Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Rowdy table number one. Rowdy table number one. Could I hear you, please? Rowdy table number one. Could I hear you, please? That's not the whole thing. Rowdy table number one. Could I hear you, please? Forget about the numbering. Rowdy table number one. Could I hear you, please? Rowdy table number two. Could I hear you, please? Rowdy table number three. Could I hear you, please? Lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start the formal part of the proceedings. The only reason that I started emceeing ever with a wireless mic when I had that in the budget, thank you, Kathy, was because many a time I would go to a wedding and the formal part of the proceedings would last an entire hour, interrupting the serving of the food and the drink. Is that what you'll expect from a wedding that I am emceeing? As my father would often say, the speeches are only going to take 45 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes. If you drank too much and you heard 45, something wrong with you. So, I am about to introduce the man of the hour. Should I leave the entire introduction to after? Should I just let him speak and then discuss who he really is? So, you would believe that the bar was on that side, you know. So, as simple as possible, I would like to introduce Mr. Eric Metrejean.
Thank you, Yoda. I want to start with a safety announcement. You are not allowed to kiss the bride if you have shrimp, because I do not intend to spend the night at Port-au-Prince General Hospital. A certain Michael sitting at rowdy table number one knows what I'm referring to. He was guilty of the mic. So maybe, let me take it, yes. Yes, a certain individual sitting at table number one, my friend Michael, or 2-3, over there, remember some incident at Zvada? Yes, so we're trying to avoid a repeat of this event. So please, if you want to have shrimp, kiss the bride before the shrimp, not after. We are here today, and we have done the most important part of the day, which was the celebration of the union. Everything else after is going to be fun and merry and nice. But I think that this blessing was maybe the one that we needed. We've had so many over the past 4 or 5 years. Yes, getting 5 years. We are blessed with wonderful kids. We are blessed with health. And as you would have noticed, we also are blessed about living in this country that we love a lot. So it's a total local wedding with a mailing dress, with Coco Caribe rings, with local food and drinks as well. I wanted to mention someone who, strangely enough, has played a very important part, or at least has appeared on a regular basis, is Reverend Rollins. I hope he won't mind that to say that I was his examiner for French A-levels in another century, many moons ago. He also was the one who christened my second-born, Henri, and he also blessed the house where we currently live and blessed our union today. So thank you, Reverend Rollins, for being a recurrent figure in my life. I wanted to thank God, the saints, the Orishas, and the ancestors who brought us together, who brought you to celebrate with us today. I'm a little sad that my dad is not here, but apparently he watched, according to my big son Thomas, the whole proceedings on Skype, thanks to technology. It's a little bittersweet moment today because he just lost his companion of 19 years after he lost my mom, of course, after 41 years of matrimony, and I'd met this lady who we shared a long time as well. So Christmas, lonely, I said, fortunately, I have some wonderful friends. I just got an email today. I said, don't worry, your dad is taken care of. He's coming to spend Christmas with my parents. So everything is in good hands. We are happy to have you here today because we prize and we respect and we admire some of you. Just want to... well, for a specific reason. For a specific reason. We wanted to mention the long-standing couples. We cannot emulate some of you. I just want to mention Liz and David, who I think celebrated their 27th wedding anniversary. 25th wedding anniversary. I don't think if we make 200, no, it's okay. We won't read there. Charlotte and Lucien. 25 next year. Beverly Ann and Bill. I think it's a few more. Quite a few more. Helen and Adrian, and our witnesses, Helen and Jean-Michel. A model as well, because a French Trini couple, we're trying to emulate them. I want to thank my parents for giving me some experience and first-hand knowledge of commitment. They spent 41 years together. My new parents, Stephanie and Raymond, celebrating 54 years of matrimony. And then, of course, you have the celebrity couples that we admire. So there's nothing too extraordinary. We are big fans of Barack and Michelle Obama. So I don't think it's only us. But the couple that we admire most is maybe not known to, well, I hope known to all, but I'm not sure. Is people we followed over the years and we admire the poise. They spent 59 years together. One Trini, one foreigner. Is people who every time we see them, we see the passion, we see the togetherness, we see the harmony. Is Jeffrey Holder and Carmen de la Valade. And they are people who we really try to emulate in the sense that you could say that they lasted through 6 decades as a couple and they had the same love and the same attention for each other at the end. And so they are really true to the saying, till death do us part, because Jeffrey died about 2 or 3 years ago, I think. So I won't bother you too much with details. Some of you know already how we met. I just want to mention why we met. Some people say, yeah, but you both at UE, so of course you met at UE. We spent 10 years on the same campus. We never met each other. We never saw each other. We had people in common. We heard about each other. And then one day, Beverly and Carter had the bright idea to bring Dr. Rees from International Relations to work on a research project. And that the project went very well, but the first encounter was not really a success. I don't know if I should. Okay, I'll just spill the beans. I was very, very busy that day. I was in a rush, and she just appeared in the lobby of the CLL, Center for Language Learning, for those who don't know UE. And she said, "You must be Eric Maître-Jean." And I don't know if I'd get up or I didn't sleep enough or what. I say, who needs to know? So that's the kind of French arrogance, you're trying to get rid of, but even after 27 years here, it comes out. So that was the first encounter, not very successful. And then another friend, Joan Ferreira, had another bright idea, which was to launch a minor in Portuguese and Brazilian studies. And she said, well, your examiner for Portuguese, come, it's going to be interesting. And she's of Portuguese descent, so she was invited as well. And we ended up sitting next to each other. And that was it. I was not as arrogant the second time around. I was trying to be more suave and didn't do much of an impression, but it rekindled the interest. And then we played a cat and mouse game. We keep missing each other. She was off to Cuba with some students. We say, okay, well, maybe we could meet. I say, well, no, I'm going to Cuba for a conference like the day after. It ended up that we met in Piarco, but we didn't see each other. Like she passed and then I entered at the same time. So it was a cat and mouse game all the time until we decided, listen, there's a principal's party on end of December. Let's go there. She said, nah, I can't make that. But we could go and listen to Parang tonight. Or maybe I said that. Okay, right, whatever. And eventually we did this Parang night, and we were put out by Shakers. Not that we were rowdy or unruly. It's just that we spoke for 5 hours straight, and the staff said they would like to go home. We did that again the day after at Movie Town. We did that again 10 days later at All Out, and All Out put us out as well. So we said there's something right here. And it developed from then. What do we like about each other? What do we like to do together? We travel. We travel to the most amazing places, sometimes not amazing because of the beauty, amazing because of the adventures that we get. We've shared rooms with cockroaches in Guyana. We've spent a night at Panama Airport because of a storm that grounded all planes. Reached Dominican Republic where we spent a week without our luggage. And even through these not so fun times, we just love being with each other. We just love talking, we just love each other's company, which is also a little bit why we chose the Ecclesiastes piece that you heard read by Natalie. Because for us it's that companionship. This is what we had already, and we just wanted a blessing to accompany the companionship that we already have. So the bond is there, there's no doubt about it, but what crystallized my feelings towards Michele was a trip to Mexico. Up to now, it counts as our favorite picture. It was in Xochimilco, this place with the colorful boats that you ride on. And I didn't propose then, but I made clear that my commitment was to grow old together. And people say, oh God, that's so corny. I mean, you don't say to a woman she's going to get old. I say, yeah, but for me, it symbolizes commitment. Is you I want to grow old with, is you I want to spend the rest of my life with. So this is what happened in 2013, 4 years already. So when I look at Mich, I see, you saw the crazy bunch of friends there? That's Mich friends from primary school, secondary school, conception from long time ago. What I appreciate with them is the bond I see with these people. I'm confident that it's somebody with values, somebody with integrity, somebody who is faithful to true feelings. I also wanted to mention the ones who are not here today for various reasons. Her friend Renee Cummings was supposed to be here and then she had to fly out. My brother Philippe Bruchet, some of you know him, he wanted to spend Christmas with his kids in France. I couldn't tell him, no, you have to stay in Trinidad for my wedding. So we'll see each other, it's not a problem. He's the first person to send me congratulations today was Philippe. So the friends and family abroad, and also I wanted to mention the ones who are not here permanently, who we would have loved to share this moment with. I'm thinking of Randolph Hezekiah, my former colleague at UE, and two very close friends of Michele who left us last year, Joanne and Renee, who also very dear to us. So because of this integrity, these values, I don't have any bad things to say. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing something here. She talks too much. But who am I to say that? I'm a teacher and an interpreter. Who am I to say she talks too much? I talk as much as she does. So that's a good compliment. That's how it's a good match. And I'm eternally grateful that she did not subject me today to something that her dear friends know about her dress code. There is no animal print on her today. This is a first, and I hope it's not a last. Alors maintenant, un petit morceau en français quand même pour la famille et les amis. Pour mon père, merci pour tout ce que tu as fait pour moi. Merci aussi à tous les cousins de Mirabel que je vais voir très bientôt. Les cousins et futurs cousins, puisqu'il y a 2 bébés qui vont arriver dans les prochaines semaines. Je pense que c'est important aussi de mentionner que même si vous n'êtes pas là physiquement, vous êtes très important dans notre vie à tous les deux. Et je suis très très heureux que vous ayez tous rencontré Michel, que ce soit les amis, la famille, mon père, et que vous l'ayez vraiment adopté comme faisant partie de la famille. So the road has not been easy for the past 5 years we've been together. There were some challenges, but I'm convinced that together we can face anything. So I'm going back to the choice of Ecclesiastes that was read. And of course, you know the saying, a couple who prays together stays together. And that's something we love doing. We love going to the Mount St. Benedict. And every time we travel, we go to many, many places of worship. And this is something that we will continue doing. So I wanted to end. You see, how was I? Robert, 10 minutes? 8 minutes? You say 4 to 5. No, come on. I wanted to serenade my bride, but she has some very, very demanding taste in singing, very high standards, and I tried some very hard pieces by All Blue Eyes. They were too difficult, so I chose an easy one by the Gershwin brothers, George and Ida Gershwin. And I'm going to try to do like one chorus, one verse. It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, forever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they only made of clay, but our love is here to stay. Thank you for loving me. And I need something to end, is to practice for the next few decades. I am giving her the final word. My beautiful wife.
I am going to be very, very short.
You are.
I just want to really thank everyone. So many of you all played a critical role in our getting together, also celebrating this day. And for that, I am infinitely grateful. I do have on something animal print. It's my underwear, but it's not visible. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming. We're glad that so many of you could have made it.
To us. Thank you for loving me.